with the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Washington Commanders. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go in our nation's capital. This one deep into the landing zone, returnable from the 2-yard line. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Throwing right away is Daniels. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Come on.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Miami defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Daniels looking to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Give him 30 yards there.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing now is Daniels. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brandon Ayuk, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29.
looking to put a drive together. Here's Allen. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And they'll send the tight end in motion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And some room to run now. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. James Cook with career touchdown number 70. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Get it! Hawk 70, Hawk!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Daniels completes it to Austin. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Washington, first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
And here's a handoff out of the gun. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Here's Daniels. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Here we go. Hey, Cash. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Chigakakwo from 3 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Left side, Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurling through.
The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. James Cook with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The point after is good. And the lead is now 21-14. Kick
punt team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Option play, here's Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 139 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
That one out wide and intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play. They put points on the board for their team.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Cook up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Dolphins 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. James Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Dolphins 21. Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go now.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
18, Rattler, 18. Let's go. Ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Okay, ready.
2nd and 10.
60. Red. Bronco 80. Buffalo 18. 19 Lions. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Over the middle, he has a Cockrell.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's got room.
187 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself, how much of that is him with a great performance, and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Elijah Higgins,
58 yards.
and the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
The extra point attempt to follow here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7.
Dolphins 29. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Ready? Traffic 18. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk with career touchdown number 75. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for two. Daniel's going to try and throw for it. Looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Dolphins 29.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they're getting pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
At the 34-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. On play action, Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
He's got him in. Complete.
Still going inside the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Calvin Austin. 98 yards. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 229 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
First down, Dolphins.
Now Allen will find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle is made at Washington's 24-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, Pickett. And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Allen now looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Handoff comes to Cook. Dances by him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Cook. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. A give. This is Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. James Cook with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
It's complete. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game.
51.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
He'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Across midfield.
And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Now Daniels going to keep it.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Daniels looking to throw. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first.